I'm not scared of competition, right? I'm not scared of competition. That's why I'll come on camera and I'll tell people about what I'm doing, or I have conversations with people and tell them about what I'm doing.
That's why you're created an ebook, yeah.
I'll put a book out about vending machines,
and how
even
you
though
did it, yeah.
I'm still, I'm still a vending machine owner, business owner, and but here's the thing, right?
What's going on, bosses? It's your girl Kat,
and I'm Josiah,
and this is
Boss Up With Us, the channel that's all about personal development and the pursuit of financial freedom. And this is our Startup Sunday series, where we basically bring you guys up to speed on the developments and the progress that we made over the past couple weeks. And as you know already, we always encourage you to leave a comment below or reach out to us on social media and let us know about your journey as well, because that's what this channel is all about. So I guess we might as well go ahead and jump into things. So the last time you guys saw us, it was Valentine's Day weekend. Obviously, we were doing a lot of celebrating, enjoying each other's company, as we always do, right? And just having fun.
Yeah, we went out to eat and we recorded from...
We were in the hotel that last episode. So, you know, after all of the fun is over, obviously we have to get back to reality. Kat has to go to work. I have my other businesses that I have to tend to and hustles that I have to tend to. And of course, we have our e-commerce business that we told you about that we have to tend to as well. So we were talking about it yesterday, and it was like, wow, we really did like a lot within these past couple weeks. And you already know February is like a very short month. And to be able to get a lot accomplished within, you know, these short time frames is like, you know, a lot of times when you're doing things, you can like overlook the steps you've made. I do this a lot.
Yeah, I constantly have to have conversations with you to remind you of like the progress you made.
Yeah.
It's easy to overlook. And then I think yesterday we were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, like you've done this, then the third.
Yeah.
You were like, wow, really? Like I never did it that way.
Yeah, I'm really hard on myself.
Yeah.
I think it's in my Virgo nature. I'm just like a natural perfectionist. You know, I like to have things done my way in a certain amount of time and very structured, and I be having whole types of plans up in my head, and you know, I just always want to, you know, accomplish that end goal. And you know, happy to say, you know, February was a very productive month for me. Past couple weeks, like we said, you know, came back to reality, had to take care of business. It was actually, the month started off slow for me. You know, a lot of the different things that I do, I'm like providing products and services to people. And it seems like for whatever reason, these first couple months of the year, you know, it's like people have like...
They have no money.
Yeah, they don't have
holidays.
Yeah, they don't have money, so they don't want to buy things.
And New Year's.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are also like, they have like their New Year's resolutions that they want to focus on and stick to. So the New Year's resolution might be, I'm not spending money, or you know, I'm not spending money when it comes to like our e-commerce business. We sell products online, so they don't want to spend there. People are on diets, so they're not trying to buy the snacks out of my vending machines. You know, when it comes to parties, it's colder, so people aren't necessarily going out as much. So we just noticed, you know, it's something that I noticed after being a full-time entrepreneur over a year now. It's like, you know, you see these trends. So February started off slow for me, but these past couple weeks, flipping phones saved me a lot. You know, it's not something that I've talked too much about on here. Perhaps in the future we'll get more into it, but you have a lot of people that are doing like 5-figure profits and having 6-figure years doing this very same thing that I'm doing. And this is something that I've been doing for only probably like 4 or 5 months now. And you know, I've been calling it a hustle, but recently I have been thinking to like kind of make it into more of a business and structure it as such going forward, because honestly, it is what's taking care of my bills right now. Phone flipping really saved me these past couple weeks. In addition to that, I think I told you guys before, the vending machine business that I have, we're actually releasing an ebook. So the ebook is done, and we actually asked Kat to help us out the other day, and she came and she was helping us shoot some content. So we're putting out like a big PSA, and we're gonna be like selling those everywhere. I'm saying selling it everywhere. It's coming from a site. It's a digital product, but the ebook is coming. It'll be out first week of March. Our target release date is March 5th right now, and yeah, just look out for it. We'll definitely be promoting it on our social media pages, and also in future episodes we'll be talking about it some more. That's another business that I might go into as time progresses, and you know, explain the positive and great things that come out of owning vending machines. But now that the world is opening up a little bit, New York City, because that, you know, we're from New York
City. I don't think we ever mentioned that in the video before, but we're from New York.
Yeah, we're from New York
City. Yeah.
So New York City's kind of like opening up a little bit, and so you know, people are looking to get outside. It's about to start getting warmer. Spring is around the corner, so we're back to throwing parties.
Well, we got to refresh people about that, because not everybody might know about Wolfpack.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because we wasn't really able to throw any events the last couple of months, so they might not know if it's like newer people tuning in.
Yeah.
So just briefly mention it.
Okay, so yeah, if
because I don't throw the parties, it's him.
So yeah, if you haven't been following us to this point, you know, one of the things that I do is I throw parties as well. I have a party promoting business with some friends, and you know, we've been very successful over the past few years, just constantly growing.
Like 4 years
we started in 2017. And coronavirus kind of like slowed things down for us a lot. You know, we had some big things that we were planning, and we had to kind of put things on pause or slow things down,
safety
and so
reasons because of corona,
precautions and stuff like that. So now, you know, the world's opening up a little bit more, and people are looking to go outside. It's getting warmer. People are getting vaccinated. So we are back to throwing events, and you know, we're planning our next event for within the next few weeks. So we're really looking forward to that. Well, that's enough about me. You probably don't want to hear me talk all day. You want to hear, you know, this Black Queen talk and explain what's going on in her life. So I'll let her take over.
Thank you.
Miss Janet Jackson.
So as I mentioned in the previous probably 2 videos, that I'm done with school. I got my master's in public health, and my degree actually came in the mail this week. It came like Wednesday.
Yeah, she ain't
so
even
it's
tell me.
official. Well, I had a digital degree that they emailed to me, but the actual like paper, whatever one they give you, that one actually came in the mail. So I'm excited about that. And I've already gone ahead. I've been applying for jobs like crazy. Once I finish, you know, my classes. And I've actually made it to the final round of interviews for this one position that is like really falls in line with exactly with what I want to do. It's my area of interest is mental health, more so from an awareness and educational standpoint, outpatient services and things of that nature. So the position that I'm hopefully I get it. It definitely falls in line. We'll be coordinating like trainings and with clinical providers and all this stuff, the boring stuff, but it's exciting for me. So I would hear back this week, more or less, if I get it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I get it. If I do, I'll be able to come on here on the next episode and kind of discuss with you guys a little bit more about what it entails and what my position would be. So fingers crossed, hopefully when you see me in 2 weeks, the girl will have a new job.
Yeah, it should be all right. I never understood why people be so nervous and stuff when they go on to job interviews. I mean, maybe me when I was working, you know, maybe it's because, you know, every job interview I ever went to was a cakewalk. I don't think there was ever a job interview that I went to where I didn't get the job. But
I can't lie. This job interview that I did, it definitely felt really different from all the other ones I've done in the past. And I was talking to Josiah about it. It really felt more conversational. Yeah. And I think it's because of the mentality that I went into with the interview. When I was as I'm applying for jobs, I'm really paying attention to like the job descriptions and seeing if it is a good fit for me instead of me being a good fit for them. Yeah. And that's the mentality that I had even when I got the interview and I had the first interview and the second interview and the third interview. I was asking them questions. They were like, oh wow, nobody's ever asked us those type of questions before. Because I was really trying to see like, is this going to be a good fit for me? is it going to be work that's going to be fulfilling for me? Am I going to be working with people that have the same, more or less integrity and values and ethics that I uphold? And so I was really going in there like basically interviewing them.
Yeah, I think that was dope.
And that's the first time I ever went into any job interview thinking like that, and it made it feel really like I wasn't nervous at all.
Yeah,
because it's like you have my resume in front of you. You already know what I can bring to the table.
Yeah,
the fact that you're, conducting all these interviews with me, it's like, you can see that I more or less can do this job. But I want to see how you guys mesh well with, my interests.
I feel like that's important because, you already know, like I'm like anti-job and all of that stuff. So, it was kind of like, it was kind of cool for me to hear like she was going through a process where it wasn't like she was going to a table and having to beg people and ask them, to give her an opportunity. It was more like a social type setting where people are saying like, hey, like this is who you'll be working with.
Yeah, I met with 4 out of 7 team members.
17 or 7?
7. It was 7 people on the team, and I met with 4 of them.
Yeah. And
it just really felt conversational more than it felt like interview.
Yeah, I think that's cool. She was, she'll come and talk to me about like, like resume type things, like how she's presenting herself. Wondering if she should mention this and mention that. And I always tell her, I'm always like, yo, like just be yourself. Like they don't want anybody that's gonna go in there and talk about, hey, like I had a freaking 4.1 at such and such university. Like that's cool and all, but anybody can go in there and have that. Like they want to know about the person. Yeah. And so when she came back and told me about like, her process, I was like, I was excited for her. Like I said, I'm anti-job, but I'm happy for her because it seems like a situation that could really, make her happy and allow her to do the things that she wants to do. And, just know her history. Past few years, every job that she's had, she's hated. And when I say like I make it to like the 1 year mark and I end up hating every single job I've had. Yeah. So I'm hoping I don't feel this way about this job. Yeah. Like this would be the first job that it'll actually be in line with what I want to do. Like the title itself is what I've said I wanted to do. Yeah. So hopefully, cool. Fingers crossed, like I said, and when we come back on here in 2 weeks, I'll have good news. Yeah. That I got it. And if I don't, then what's meant for me will be for me. So that's how I've been, that's the main thing. That's the mentality that I've had. So yeah. So that is my good news. So let's go ahead and jump into our good news. Yeah. What's our good news today? Oh, so we started, when we came back, we said that, we want to give you guys more of like a look into our lives and what we're doing. It's boring as hell if we're going to come here and talk to you every single week, just telling you, yo, this is 10 different ways for you to make money. Yo, this is blah. And so you want to keep it as realistic. We want to kind of like keep it real with you guys, let you know. I'm a freaking entrepreneur in his second year of being an entrepreneur. I'm not super rich and, sitting on tons of money, but, I'm out here really grinding. I'm out here really hustling. I'm really like doing things and trying to put my life, put myself in a better position. And so one of the things that we brought up was like, we said that we came into this year focused on getting our own place. Yeah, so we actually went ahead and started that process. You started viewing apartments on Friday. Yeah, I've been looking online, but to actually, like, we actually started, like, went into units and, like, looked at them. Because, you want to get a good feel of, like, what you would actually want in an apartment. Yeah. So, that was exciting. Yeah, honestly. It was very insightful. And, like, the reason I bring up me, being an entrepreneur for the past year plus now is because when you're like self-employed and you're going to find housing, you're trying to find apartments and stuff like that, it's a very unique type of situation. Like the way that we file our taxes when you're self-employed, entrepreneur, investor, whatever, is very different than a person who has a job, a regular 9 to 5, and they collect W-2 income and go to H&R Block at the end of the year, beginning of the year. H&R Block, whoever, any of those guys out there. You don't know who H&R Block is? I know, but I've never heard anybody use them. I actually used them in the past. Really? TurboTax, whatever. H&R Block is just an example. All I'm trying to say is, our process is a lot different than going to a tax professional and saying, hey, here's my W-2, just input this info. Like, it's a lot of different things, and especially because I have my hands in so many different things.
When they ask that question about income requirements, like, we can't really give I mean, I can, because I'm, salaried, but when it comes to Josiah and his businesses, and then also the business we have together, it's kind of hard to, like, put a solid figure on that.
Exactly. And then, like I said, I'm not no millionaire yet.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hustle and bustle and a lot that goes on. But
I like how he said I'm not a millionaire yet.
Yeah, yet. Will be, but not yet.
Yes.
Right? So, my taxes don't reflect that I'm a millionaire. Basically, my paperwork doesn't reflect that. So,
yet.
And also, it's only a year or two of history, so they're like mad sketchy about me and things like that. Granted, we're not deep into the process. Like we said, we went out. This was like a beginning step for us. We were out there testing it. Wanted to see how it would go.
Wanted to just see what was out there.
Yeah, but that was one of the things that I picked up on. It's a very unique situation when you're self-employed, entrepreneur, investor, whatever.
Then on top of that, we live in New York City, and
I
don't know if you.
About that.
I don't know if you guys, if you live on your own and you did the apartment search and hunting, but god damn, New York is expensive. Okay?
Expensive, man.
It is very expensive, and I live in Manhattan. I live
she
in the city.
Yeah, she knows because she lives there.
I've been there my whole life.
So it's a little different for me. Like,
You're
I'm
in the suburbs.
Yeah, it's kind of like suburban out here, and
it's tough.
I mean, it's expensive in both places, but when you're in the city, like those 5 boroughs, I should say the 4 boroughs.
I just feel like even when it comes to the whole application and requirements, this, that, and the third, I feel like it's a very rigorous process in New York compared to like maybe other places outside of. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like it is.
I know people like outside of New York that are living their best life in a freaking apartment the size that we're looking for, and they're paying probably like you can get away with doing
$1,200.
Yeah, you can do something out there for like $800 to $1,200 and be living pretty great, pretty decent. Like out here, you're looking at like 700 square feet, 600 square feet.
We looked at 600 square feet and it was like $2,000.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And that didn't even include the electricity. Like, come on, man.
And see, the other thing too is like,
it was a nice apartment though.
It's like, we're trying to do this strategically. We say that living separate, we're spending as much money as we can be spending if we're together. But we don't want to come together and then start spending more than we were spending when we were separate. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And we're renting. We're only looking to rent maybe for like,
a year or two. So
we're not trying to rent an apartment.
I spent
unnecessarily expensive.
I spent like the past
we have bigger plans,
Yeah, I spent like the past 3 years telling myself like, I'm not even moving into an apartment ever. That's not my plan.
You were saying that.
I'm gonna leave home and I'm gonna jump into a condo or something that I own.
Yeah.
Might go ahead and get a house, something. But here I am.
We had to switch it up just because the things that we're doing.
Yeah.
We need to be living together, but we also don't want to waste our money.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to, boss up.
Exactly.
Get some land someday and build our own house.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You already know.
So that's our update. So we're gonna continue to keep you guys involved in the apartment search because I'm sure it can be very helpful information, especially people living in New York City.
Yeah.
I definitely went on YouTube and watched other people's process too, so we can all share the wealth because it's a struggle.
Yeah, and as we get more and more into it, we'll give you a few looks at what's going on. Looks at the process. Cat's been trying to vlog for like a long time now, and like I'm not really into all of that.
But I feel like vlogging is important because,
I get it.
We're sitting out here talking about things that we're doing, and we're not lying about stuff that we're doing. We're really doing this stuff, but I also want people to actually see it. You know what I'm saying?
Feel it.
You want to feel it. You get the feel for it. So we're going to start doing vlogs very, very soon.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Josiah, I'm trying to,
Yeah.
He'll do it though, don't worry.
I'll do it. It's cool. It's fun. I'm not opposed to it. It's just like,
We'll do it, don't worry.
Yeah.
Vlogs coming.
Another we didn't talk about our business this episode really, but
that's what we're gonna go in with that the winner.
Yeah. We think that we so you know that we have a e-commerce business. We talked about it last episode. Tease you guys about it in every episode. So we go through a process called
how we switched up our business model. Yeah,
we go through
briefly.
We go through a process called drop shipping. So we think that we've identified a strong product, a product that can kind of like really scale and make us some real money, and you know,
we're excited.
Help us to secure this apartment that we're trying to secure. So you know, like we said, we think that we've identified a winning product, meaning it's gonna generate money, it's gonna be popular, something that people are taking to.
Yeah, but we also feel like it'll be like long lasting too.
Long lasting, yeah.
That's really what I feel like makes it a winning product.
Yeah, because it's not just a product, it's a brand, it's a store. We built the store, and we see a lot of potential in it. So we're monitoring it really closely. That's something that happened over the past couple weeks. And as we go into March, you know, we're looking at some growth. You guys might have bought it already. We had a good amount of sales and, you know, made a decent amount of money we only had it out for like 3 weeks or so.
It's been it's been 19 days. I've been keeping count of days. Yes, it has.
That's good. That's good. So, yeah, you guys might have bought it. You know, it's a cool product though. I like it.
We can't talk about what it is.
We can't talk about it too much because, look, here's the reason why we can't tell you the products that we're using, right? I'm not scared of competition, right? I'm not scared of competition. That's why I'll come on camera and I'll tell people about what I'm doing, or I have conversations with people and tell them about what I'm doing.
That's why you're created an ebook,
I'll put a book out about vending machines.
And how you did it,
I'm still, you know, I'm still a vending machine owner, business owner. And, but here's the thing, right? We don't want to tell everybody and then it becomes saturated. You get what I'm saying? The market becomes saturated. I'm more concerned about saturation than I'm concerned about somebody else coming in and taking my sales, because I feel like I'm pretty good at this. I feel like, you know, I have the know-how and I have the drive and determination to make sure that, you know, this is a great product for me, but we can't share it because we don't want everybody coming into our market. All right? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all we can say.
But just know that we think that we found a winning product. You might have bought it, and we'll tell you about what's going on with it as time goes on.
Time goes on, exactly.
Yep.
So it's only episode 4 of season 2. So if we talk about it now, then what are we gonna talk about later?
Yeah. So, all right. Go ahead, close it out. All right. I think we've talked enough today. Yeah, we did
a lot of catching up with you guys today.
Yeah.
So as Josiah said in the beginning of the video, if there's things that you guys got going on in your lives, please share them in the comments below, because, you know, this is a journey. We're documenting our journey with you guys, and we want you guys to do the same, because we are all trying to boss up together and get this money.
We're all ready.
All right.
Follow us on social media.
Yes.
At Boss Up With Us on Instagram. Like us on Facebook, Boss Up With Us. Follow us on Twitter. At Boss Up With Us. Everything Boss Up With Us. There's way more content coming. You know, we're really trying to embrace this content creator role as we go on and just trying new things, and you'll see it all. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you like this. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this with anybody that you know that's trying to, you know, start a business, that's looking for some personal development. Anybody that's in a relationship that's looking for other people that's in a relationship that's doing things like we're doing.
Ooh, okay.
So all of that, let them know. And we'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Until next week, keep growing, and keep bossing up. Oh, I'm sorry. Next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The next 2 weeks, keep growing, and keep bossing up. We'll see you next time.
We're ready.
Boss